Well, hello.
Hi.
How's everybody doing? We are live. We are here. We are alive. And we are live. How's it going, Esther?
Sparkling water.
Sparkling water. Sheesh.
My light's facing down because I'm doing my nail.
Really? Oh, very nice.
Before and after.
Okay.
Hopefully they stay on until our trip.
Yes, our trip. Let's get some chill music
Excited.
going. Yeah, we got our trip coming up. Tell them about the trip.
Santa Barbary.
Dang. We're going to Barbie. What's the song?
I'm putting these nails on.
There was
Not these ones,
Esther
but
said
these ones.
Santa Barbary, and that made me think of Barbie. We were at Target, and this person, we were at Target, and this person was driving in this bright pink,
Barbie car, bug, pink.
yeah, the Volkswagen Bug, and it had the big furry wheel. It had like underglow, like pink. It was crazy.
Barbie
Inside
lights
it was all
glowing.
pink. Yeah, it had like, it was crazy, and she was blaring
I'm a Barbie
girl, and like she does that every time. It's like she gets in the car, the song comes on, she blasts it, the windows are down, the hair's blowing, the whole time, every time. Wouldn't that, I don't know, that just seems crazy. Like, how could she not do that? You see what I'm saying? Like, she has this car, she has the lights on, she could shut the lights off, the crazy lights inside and the underglow and stuff, but like, the car had like Barbie stuff on it. It said Barbie on the side. Like, it was the Barbie car, right? It like,
Yeah.
so that's her whole personality.
This is gonna be real difficult. I might need your help for the second time.
Esther's putting nails on. Putting nails on. And that is what she's doing. I just find that to be an interesting comment. But she is putting nails on, and she's going to be shaking the table. I can guarantee it. and the cameras are on the table. The microphones are on the table. And she is going to be messing it up.
You know it. That's what I'm here for.
True.
I picked this color. I wanted a nude, and I got two different nudes. One's a pinkier one, one's a straight up like nude.
Like a skin tone.
But I forgot that these kind of ones are kind of see-through, so you can see the glue if you don't do
So
them
she's
super
using the
well.
darker one.
So I'm kind of annoyed.
But she's saying you can still kind of see through it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
But it's not. I mean, show it. Hold it close. Show it.
But I can
I'll show
see
my
a
nails
little
too.
bit already, and I think it gets
There's my nails.
worse with time.
There's my nails. Look.
Nice.
And there's Esther's nails.
So anyway.
Definitely the long, like kind of thin nails like that. I don't know. It just changes the whole shape of your hand.
That's my natural nail shape, but they're not that long.
You've had them very long though.
I know, and it's my favorite.
Yeah. Is
Whenever
it?
I cut my nails, I feel like a child, and I just feel like my grace level goes down.
Oh. So you're insecure about your nails. Which I think is fine. There's things I'm insecure about. I don't know.
I get complimented on
People-
my nails pretty often when they're long, and my mom has always told me all the time, "Oh, such beautiful, perfect nails." She would say,
Wait,
like,
so
my mom
you're
had
insecure when
because-
you cut them.
Yes.
Can I have
My
a
mom's mom had, she says, has
We have
my
sparkling
nails,
water.
and they were beautiful, and she said she got her dad's nails, and they're bad.
Can I have it?
And I was like, oh.
On the podcast you can't see it, but my hand is in her camera, and then okay.
Oh, like you could see her arm in
So
the.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh, you shook stuff.
it's don't be insecure, don't have these things. Everybody has issues, it's fine. No, because I just said,
I didn't push that one down far enough.
I just said,
yeah.
do your nails make you insecure? You said yes, and so I was just
When they're
thinking of,
short.
and yeah, when they're short, and just thinking of and commenting on insecurities or things that make you not feel good or whatever. And everybody has them in some way, and I don't think necessarily the goal should be to get rid of all of them. Do you see what I'm saying? What do you think about this?
No thoughts, just vibes.
No thoughts, just vibes.
So they have numbers on them, so you can like make
No way.
sure your
Where?
pinkies are
How?
the same number
Where?
and stuff on the underside of the nail. But
You're kidding.
these ones are impossible to see it.
Where?
It's a lot easier with the other colors.
No, there's nothing on that.
It's here, look.
There's absolutely. On the tip of it? They decided to put it on the tip of it?
Underside tip. Yes.
On the tip.
Yes.
Not on the base of it, where it's going to get stuck down and they could easily just put a whole number.
Yes, because people file them. So.
Oh,
could file it off.
okay. That makes sense. I was
But
like just
it's
blown away
very
that the
difficult to
side
read.
that they decided to put it on was the tip, where everyone's going to see it.
But it's on the underside, so nobody's
But
looking at it.
still,
Hopefully
but
nobody's
still.
looking at the underside because you can see my nails.
Okay, but still, where do you think they would put it? You know what I'm saying?
And my nails are very curved.
Oh, I guess
so
you
it's
did say they're
always hard 'cause
translucent.
The top part doesn't glue to the things. It can't physically touch it. So I should really cut my nails all the way off when I do these, but can't have that.
Oh, no, because then you're insecure.
Exactly. Is this a 12 or is it an 11?
I
Let's see the
just
light.
thinking of and speaking of insecurities,
Or is it a 10?
I am, well, insecure. What's the opposite of that? Secure, right? No. Well, yes, but I mean, different words. Confidence or what?
It's fine to have insecurity. Also, George, I'm secure.
No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that at all. I didn't say that though.
But that's what you said. But it's
No. I said, what's the
Don't
opposite of
say.
insecurity? I didn't say
Oh.
anything about me. I was just starting to define the word.
Oh.
But what I was gonna get at is, for me, like,
I think I do maybe 6 and 8.
being quiet or being by myself is what makes me insecure.
Oh, I love being by myself.
Right, that's what I'm saying for a lot. But like for me, like being on the
in
live
a
stream.
group of a lot of people that I don't feel comfortable with makes me insecure.
Okay, but being on this live stream and talking and recording and all that, that's what makes me feel confident or good, and that's just not as common as from what I've heard. I'm sure there's other people that enjoy it. There's many people that do it.
Different? Is that
No,
what you-
that's not what I said. Yo, she's trying to get me, dude.
Oh, yeah.
We just barely started and she's trying to get me.
6. Is there 3 6s? Okay.
Yeah, so anyway, this is the start of the live where we talk a little bit, is the podcast section. If you're viewing it as the podcast, listening, if you're viewing it with your ears on the podcast, know that you can come watch it live after at George and Esther on YouTube.
So I'm trying to find a certain number, but I was putting the numbers that I looked at back into the pile. So I
Oh,
was
smart.
picking up
Smart.
the
You weren't
same-
you weren't actually siphoning them and actually
Yeah.
helping. You just made it worse.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, actually, you just made it the same. You didn't positively affect it, but you didn't negatively affect it. You just put it right back in the
Well, I
pile.
did negatively affect it because I'm looking for one size, so I'm
Oh,
grabbing
you're
ones
spending
that look like that, and I'm
time, so
picking
that
up the
time
same
is
one.
wasted.
This is impossible. I cannot
Okay.
see the numbers.
So, what we usually do, one of the things that we like to do during this segment is we have a book that has questions in it, and it's the same question for 3 years in a row. So each day has a question, and you answer that question each year. And so it's just interesting to see if your answer would be the same or if it would be different, and it usually starts some sort of conversation. So what is the question for today?
You're gonna read it because I'm doing
Oh,
stuff.
sure. I don't usually, actually. It's been Esther reading it this whole time, so here we go. This is what it looks like. Come over and review it on the live. It's called Q&A a
Oh,
Day.
if you hold it up to the light, you can totally see.
365 questions, 3 years, 2,190 shared answers, 3-year journal for 2 people. That's what it's called. If you'd like to look it up, Potter Style. Doesn't like say like who it's by, because I think it's kind of like cover design by Daniel. Oh, text by Alexandra
Freezing?
Franzen. Potter Style. I think it's
Sorry.
like the publisher or something.
Not really,
What a great definition of Esther. Sorry, not really. What is today? I have no idea.
but
When you say like the number like 6 or whatever, and it's just a few days, just a couple days after our anniversary, if not one day, one day, yeah. Yeah, yesterday was our anniversary. And but like 6, like the number, like there's people that say like the date and they can say the number, but also automatically the month pops up in their mind. Not for me, okay? 6/8, you know what that means? January, February, March, April, May. Now I know what month it is. I have to count through it. there's only a couple. Of course, 1 is January and 12 is December, and you'd hope I would have those ones down pat. And 50% of the time I do. Here we go. Question for today. Now that I counted on my fingers and my toes for what month we're in, I can find it here. And today's question is, an interesting one. Do you believe in fate? Do you believe in fate?
No, I don't, but I believe in God's plan.
Yeah, you have here, I believe in faith. And then I said things are planned the other year. You know what? Let's get a definition of fate here.
Oh, it's like...
The development of events beyond a person's control, regarded as determined by a supernatural power. See, so the thing is, right, exactly. So the thing is that, words have definitions, and
oh my word! Stop the live. We gotta process this information.
But they also, words change their definition and how it's used, and in society right now, a word might be used different. And so yes, when we would hear the word fate, it's usually people, or sometimes, not usually, sometimes it's people, trying to be like, oh, fate, like an accident, or karma, these words. And those are specific things that I personally wouldn't believe in. But then again, karma, you could define it, right? So if you do good things, do I think good things will happen to you? Yes, I do, but for a very particular reason. And karma's like, if you do bad stuff, bad things will happen to you. Yeah, I believe that, but I don't think.
They can also not.
Of course. So. But I'm saying, but it's also biblical. You reap what you'll sow. That's karma, yes. Or that's what people want to define. So anyway, you got to get on the same definition of the term. So when Esther
wrecked for a different reason, even though God said he was a great
So when Esther quickly,
guy.
When Esther quickly replies, "Do you believe in fate?" And she's like, "No." And then you read the definition: the development of events beyond a person's control, regarded as determined by a supernatural power. We would say the supernatural power is God, right? That's what we would say. And so anyway. Do I believe in fate when I read that definition? Yes, I do. And but then if I'm talking to someone who would probably define that word or have a definition of that word that's a little bit different, I would be more specific, like Esther's response. So this is kind of a quick one, not much of a conversation starter, except for we did just have a big long conversation about it. Do you believe in fate? I do, but I believe in a. But see, that's what's so funny. That's what this says: the development of events beyond a person's control. Development of events. Well, I would say that those events are premeditated by God. Yeah. Let's go to the next one.
Oh my gosh.
That's just doing nails. That's so funny.
That's so dumb.
Let's go to the next one.
Look at it. It's pointing out.
We don't sometimes let for a while and for multiple different seasons, we would really particularly do one each day and be on.
Oh, and I put it on the wrong finger. Yeah, idiot. Somebody shoot me.
We would be like super specific and do
Someone
it like.
Someone sedate me. Do you need some water?
We would be like kind of specific and do it each day and be kind of like on time. And then sometimes we don't. And some of the questions, that's fine, but then some are like, how do you feel right now? And we're like, oh no, we're not on the actual day. So anyway. And no, I wasn't upset stopping talking because as we were talking, I was just stopping talking so she could say whatever she was saying. She thinks out loud, so I was just being quiet, so it wasn't both of us just blabbing in the microphone. June 10th, guess how many cups of coffee your partner drank today? 2. My guess was 2, but we're waiting. You had 1? Okay, that was my other guess. Because I saw you drink one, but then I thought, okay, maybe you had one in the morning when I was gone. Was my other thought. Was I gone this morning? Yes, I was. Okay, now you have to guess for me.
Zero.
Zero. Zero, she's right. Esther says Zero like that. She doesn't say zero. She says
You
Zero.
only usually have coffee
And it's our favorite.
if I get a coffee somewhere and then we share it. You're not a coffee
So yeah, those are some of our
guy.
some of our questions for today.
Come
And
on, baby, don't break my nails.
so let's see what else we are doing.
You know what I should do? I
What's
should
up?
put a clear coat of nail polish on my nails before I do this because it'll protect my nails.
That's a good idea. Are you ever gonna do it? Probably not.
Probably not.
So we're going on a trip soon. I let you guys
We're
know
going
yesterday.
on a trip.
Yesterday was our anniversary, our 3rd year anniversary, and yeah. So we're going on a week-long trip next week, and we're going to Santa Barbara.
For some reason, I thought I only did Monday through Friday, and I was annoyed that I did that, but I didn't.
What do you mean? You mean like the hotel or whatever? You have
Yeah.
Saturday night, or
And
you
I
don't?
thought we were coming back on Saturday, and I was like, why would I do that? I should
Wait, do
make
you have
longer.
Saturday night
Yes.
as a night that we're staying at the hotel? We're coming back Sunday.
Yes.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that, and I'm not even sure if she's 100%
Wait,
sure
yeah.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
I don't think so because
I think I just looked at it, and I think
I
saw
think you would plan on us being here for Sunday. Usually you would, especially if we already spent.
I'm
the
doing
whole
it again.
Week.
Stop. Somebody help me.
I was just having issues, guys. So we're going on a trip. We're going to Santa Barbara. I don't think it's super planned out, right? Just getting there
getting
is the
really
plan.
angry.
Getting there and being in Santa Barbara is the plan, and then we just kind of do
I have a
whatever we
list
want, right?
of things that I want to do.
Oh, you do?
But I did not.
Oh.
I'm gonna kill somebody. Can you help me?
Sure. So we do have stuff kind of planned, or we
This
don't.
is so hard to squeeze, and I don't know why they make it like this because obviously you're gonna be having a hard
This comes
time
with it?
just trying to put the nails on. Yes, quickly
Oh,
squeeze it onto this finger.
sure thing.
That
over here in
is not gonna help
Esther's.
me. I'm trying to do stuff.
Well, yeah, but then they can't hear us.
Don't go right into my skin. Yes, like that, and then spread out a little bit.
I'm spreading.
And a little more, a little more. I mean, a little more blue.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
The other thing that I'm sure isn't helping her nail process is I have 2 fans on, and she hates that. It's probably drying the glue or something.
It dries extremely fast.
Does it? Yeah. Some vibey music. It's so funny. 2 days ago, we had a super long live that we did, and we had a great conversation, and then the audio got totally screwed up, and we just had to cancel all of it. But it was live, so if you saw it, which a couple people did, it was hecka funny, because Esther sounded like a chipmunk the entire time. It made her voice all high, she sounded like that the entire time. So funny. And anyway, now we're just kind of being super quiet and not having much to say.
Did you ask the question?
Yep, 2. We went through 2 of them. It's just because Esther decided to do the nails during the live, so now it's like
Yeah, I thought
stale.
that would be a good thing to do, but now I'm kind of...
Yeah, she got super.
So you can't carry the live? You're relying on me?
Sure. You don't want to be a part of it?
I do, but
Okay.
I have an itch on my face and it will not stop itching.
Okay, Esther's just in a weird mood, guys.
I'm just in a silly goofy mood. Anyway, sorry. I was
No,
saying a
neither
bunch
of us-
random things that most of the people that will actually watch this are not going to understand, but
Yes.
Don't
What?
worry
Hey,
about it.
wait. People know that meme.
don't worry
Just
about
in a
it.
silly,
Don't-
goofy mood.
don't worry
People know
about
that.
it. I know, but like...
Zeto and I call it. Anyway,
Zeto! I'm okay.
No, neither of us carry the live. We both do it.
I know,
It
but
takes
you be the yippity boy
Oh.
who never stops talking, and now you're saying, oh, she's not talking, so it's stale.
I wasn't like blaming you. I'm just saying you're in the middle of something, so it's different.
I need an 8.
You need what?
Okay, give me another question. I can answer.
You need
the
an
question.
8? Oh, right. They're
A
numbers.
size 8, and I.
Well, you didn't
really-
answer the other ones. Not much. Let's see.
I did.
Yeah, I know, but let's
And then we
see.
looked up
Tomorrow is June
definitions and all this
10th.
stuff.
That was the coffee. Here's June 11th. What are you planning to do next weekend?
Sheesh! I'm planning on being on our vacation, and then we'll be back on Sunday. So I'm planning on
Wait,
relaxing.
well, you're not sure if we're back on Sunday because if we
No,
stayed there.
Regardless, we're gonna be here on Sunday.
Oh, at some point, yes.
Yes.
If
we're
not in the
traveling
morning.
that day, or if we're
Okay, I
just
see what you're
back
saying. We'll
that
make
day,
it. We'll make it.
I'm planning.
Well, Santa
on
Barbara
it
isn't far
being
away.
a
How far is
very-
it? How far is it from here?
5 hours. I'm
Really?
planning on it being a very chill Sunday, so that we can recover for work on Monday.
I don't really have.
Because
wow.
you know, when you go on vacation, you have to recover from it.
Yeah, Esther is. It's
not
crazy.
relaxing
Oh,
enough.
5 hours, 13 minutes. Yeah, Esther, we'll go and do something super chill together. Like, we are going somewhere to relax, to have dinner, to, like, relax. Like, I can't emphasize that enough. And she comes back
there
from
must
it.
not be two of this size, because I swear I've looked at everyone like 8 times.
And then we
be
get on
specific,
we get
I'm
on something we
right.
want to talk about, and then she talks about the nails again.
Is that a problem?
No, it just it is, yes. And so we will
Is that a problem?
we'll go on like a thing to relax, and it's super chill. Like it continues to be relaxing. We didn't like try to go relax and then it wasn't. Like we go somewhere super chill and we'll come home for that, and she goes, I gotta take a nap. I'm so stressed out and all this stuff, and it's like,
No,
wow, that's
I
so
don't
funny.
see that. I just say I need it, you know.
But you are stressed out. That's how
What?
you're acting.
No.
Maybe you don't say it out loud.
Just energy has been spent.
Exactly. So anyway, it's funny. We'll go somewhere to relax, and then she's like, "Wow, I got it." It's she is the epitome of I gotta have a vacation from my vacation. That's what she. What word did I just use? Epitome? What the heck is that? I'm either saying it wrong or I forget.
In my head hit the wall.
Yeah, that's not even the epitome.
Squeeze the glue. Come on.
Oh, epitome. A person or thing that is a perfect example of a particular quality or type. Okay, so I just said tone instead of tome. Epitome. Yeah, that's what I meant. I was wondering. I said epitome, and I was like, what in the world is that? But epitome
If I'm
is
like
the correct word.
texting somebody,
Uh-huh.
even if it's like you and I'm using a phrase,
You'll look it up?
I'll type it in and then I suddenly have doubt and I'm like,
Dang.
is that a phrase? Do people say that? Am I
Dang,
just
same,
crazy?
bruh. Same,
And then
same,
I
same,
look
same,
it up
same.
and I'm like,
Same.
I'm normal.
That's so funny. Epitome.
I did it again.
Oh my gosh.
I did it again. I was really pressing so it adheres, and then I did like, and then my joint like went sideways.
Guys, you're gonna have to come check out the live with the video on YouTube, because Esther is just going at these nails, and actually most of it's off camera, so this is just dreadful. So we'll probably start painting here in a second. If you're watching on the podcast, we are nearing the end of our amazingly super enthralling, intriguing podcast here.
I was really just dissing. Sorry.
And we will
My back.
be on the live painting, so come check it out.
And I'm just holding up a million nails to the light.
Yeah, it's so funny, and most of it's off camera. She didn't even take the time to bend it down to where it was interesting to watch.
I was going to, and then I didn't, and here we are.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys, come over and check out the live on YouTube. George and Esther, we're at the 24-minute mark, so you can start from there and watch through the end.
Why?
All right. Hello, everybody. Podcast people, thanks for joining us
George Curtis
here
Van
on
Leeuwen.
the live.
Saying your name.
I said my name?
No, I was saying your name.
Oh,
how
why?
You say it.
Oh,
Hello, everybody. This is George Curtis Van Leeuwen.
no, there's a word you're missing. There's a word I always say at the end.
I have no idea.
George Curtis Van Leeuwen here.
Oh, really?
Hello, everybody. There's George Curtis Van Leeuwen here.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No.
So we have some paintings to finish, and there's new ones we're supposed to be starting on, and I don't even know what's going on.
There is?
Yeah, we have
No. 2 of them are. I think there's only 1.
these right here.
That's not started.
These?
Yeah.
Oh, you edited a bunch of those?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I'm going to start painting here, and I'm sure we will keep our enthralling conversation
Let's go
going.
and paint something.
And Esther will continue doing her nails, I guess. I guess that has been her decision. And she's also doing them
Yes.
too early. It's too
Wow,
too
he's
quick.
just really
laying it on thick.
Dissing me. I feel attacked.
Do you?
I really messed up this thumb. Just everything's going wrong. At least I bought 2 pairs, so even if I...
Yeah, but you said you didn't really like the current one. She even talked about...
I found it. Oh.
She's been talking about it's a little bit hard to see, so I just turned the lights down.
Yes, because he's really,
And you know what?
out to get me.
And you know what's so funny? The minute I did, she found it. That's the funny part.
What's funny
So-
is me.
This one, there's just a couple things left here. Mainly the background, a little bit on the hair, a little bit on the skin, but not a lot. It's very close to done here. And then we'll do the background. And this one we're going to do a little different. Usually we do kind of a whimsical, smoky background.
Can you please help me on my last one?
Sure. So what am I doing here? I'm just adding. Why does it already have a bunch of glue all over?
Because
it?
this is the one that I put
Sorry,
on
guys. She just
wrong.
yelled in the microphone. What?
This is the one that I messed up and I had to take off.
Oh, okay.
So load her up. Top to top to top. Alright, thanks, sir.
You're welcome. I don't know why she didn't do it before the live. I don't know.
I specifically wanted to on the live because I thought it would be cool to.
Well, it would have been if you would have pointed the camera towards it.
And I was going
all
to.
you had to do was watch. I'll
Just-
show you. Watch. Okay.
No, I'm busy.
But just.
I need to do this quick.
Well, I'll show you in just a second though. Okay, she's wiping the glue off. I'll give you play-by-play since it's not in camera. And then when she's done.
I was planning on
All right, let me just show you real
moving
quick.
the
Let me show you real
camera.
quick. Watch. That's all you have to do. I have it set up really cool to
And
where
then
it's like
I got busy,
a really
okay?
quick and easy. Like I made it to where we can point it anywhere, and she refuses to ever. She refuses to ever move the microphone, move the microphones or the camera. Oh, she did this time though. All right, I'm gonna be painting here, and I hope Esther joins me. I don't know. She hasn't painted with me in quite some time. Huh?
So yeah, why don't you get to it and quit yapping?
I'm gonna. I also need to add water into this. I'll spray that.
Sorry. All right, let's hope these last. Here's why I haven't been taking the time. I did my all at the same time, and now I'm
Not even I understood what you were saying.
I did what I needed to do, and now it's up to you.
Really? What about the other ones?
Hmm?
There's one that isn't even started.
I told you I needed help with the outline.
And then the other thing is it might sound like I'm coming after her, but she clearly deserves it. she clearly... Look at her face.
I'll literally break your arm.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Now stop being so aggressive.
Aggressive. Yeah, that's my favorite. Esther was like, you know, in a totally playful, not bad way, but, you know, like punching my arm and stuff.
I was not.
And then-
I literally said
Yeah, but
what
like-
I just said. I was holding your arm, and
Oh,
I
yeah,
said,
but
I
like-
will break your arm. Stop being so aggressive.
Oh, is that? Yeah, and I wasn't being aggressive in any way. It was super funny. And
You were speaking to me in a tone that I interpreted as aggressive.
Oh, interpretations.
You like that
You guys
wording?
know I like interpretations. And how people define words and all of that.
I know some of these words.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the book.
Mm-hmm. I know some of these words. Wait, why?
Because I'm going to write my answer, and I'm going to
Oh,
look
nice.
at another question.
Yeah, write mine too.
So I can spec on something.
All right, let me finish this painting here because Esther is going to ship them
I
tomorrow.
saw a thing on Amazon
Okay.
that was like a couple's like game thing. Not really a
Another
game,
one.
but it's just like cards with questions on and like. Blah, blah,
Well, we have
blah.
another one kind of like this downstairs. That would be fun to do on live too that we don't.
We do?
Yeah, I got it for you, those matches, but you...
Oh yeah, but those are like I don't think you're really supposed to. Those are supposed to be like the two of you doing it.
But it would still be
Because some of
fun.
them are like, you know, go on a date or something.
Sure, but you just pull it out so you find one that's interesting. I mean, we don't use them. We're not using them much, so it's not like...
I'm bringing them on our swing.
No way.
And I said that a while ago, so
Oh,
I
that's
didn't really want
cute.
to do them until then. I don't know why, 'cause there's a million.
That's awesome.
But I can get it, and we can look at it.
No. That's great. All you have to do is tell me that. I had no idea. That's a great idea. She keeps these great ideas from me, guys. Couldn't tell you why. Maybe she has a reason. Now we're just seeing the top of her head.
Can I do anything right?
That's up to you.
What? What question did you ask?
Well, you're in March, so that won't help very much.
That's what.
I was in the month that we're in.
That's what he told me to do. He told me to just go to the
No,
last
today
ones on
though,
the
I
answer.
specifically said that we were in today's date.
Okay.
You were doing something though. I think it was those nails.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I think. I could be wrong. Alright, someone's in here talking to us. I just took a week road trip and it sucks in my opinion. What is your thought on that?
I love road trips, but not for longer than like 10 hours.
Oh, well that's not a road
that's
trip.
Pretty long.
I like road trips. I've been on a Route 66 road trip. Were you in the car the whole time? I mean, I would need to get some more specifics on
Yeah,
that.
I don't really know. Define road trips. Are road trips like you
No,
drive to a
I'm
bunch of different
asking
destinations
him
and you
specifically.
don't stay somewhere, you
I'm
just
asking-
like hop around?
Sure, I'm asking them
We've never
specifically.
done
So like
that.
we would drive quite a few hours every day, but then we would stop and stay at a hotel. I mean,
Wait, you've done
that's
that?
what we would do. Yeah, we did a Route 66 road trip.
Oh, cool. Was it fun?
Yeah, it was great.
I don't think I'd really enjoy that, but I like going places that are not close, like.
And also,
Santa
sorry, it
Barbara,
looks like
5
you
hours
asked
away.
that. It looks like you asked that a little while ago, so I apologize, but we are answering it now. That's what it's so dumb because I look up definitions of stuff and then I get off of the live page, which is really dumb on my part. So I apologize for that. I like road trips. Again, it depends on what you were doing it for. I just took a week road trip. A week long, so seven whole days, like driving the entire time. Were you sightseeing? Were you going places? So it depends. My opinion would be if it's a road trip for the right reason, I very much enjoy driving. So that would be my 2 cents on that.
Huh? Sorry, I'm totally out of it. Something's wrong with me today. But I've had a great day. Didn't do anything.
Is that
No,
what?
I did lots of things.
But is
I
that what
just
makes a
didn't
great day?
Have to do anything, so it was nice.
Oh, that's what makes a great day. Oh wait, I said that like I
Sometimes.
agree. Is that what makes a great day, Esther?
Sometimes.
Well, I'm just asking.
What was your answer?
4.
Fate?
Fate, I said, what the true definition, yes. So when Esther does the hair first,
Corn ribs, they are the truth.
what?
That was one of your answers, and I did not
For
look at the
what?
question, so don't
Oh,
ask.
wow. Oh.
Okay, let's take a look, my boys. Let's look at a question.
So Esther kind of does the first layer of the hair on these, and it's always very, very detailed. And then I come in and kind of do like clumps of hair, groups of hairs. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'll get you a little bit closer here. There you go. Get you locked in there. Sorry, it's a little shaky for me to want to get it set on that spot, but now it'll be nicer if Esther doesn't harass the table.
I will. Oh, I flipped open. Well, I can't really say this. I was trying to just flip open to a spot and answer that question, but I did it like 10 times. So now I can't say, oh, what I flipped to. No, but I flipped back to the corn ribs page. So now I can see what it was asking. What's something new that your partner has introduced you to?
Oh,
Corn ribs?
yeah, Esther made these.
They are the truth.
These. Oh yeah, and you remember who said that?
John.
John. Jeez,
We know
that's
so many Johns.
Yeah, that's a specific John. Oh, he wouldn't mind. It's John Jackson.
Jack Johnson?
Yes. I always told him about
All right,
that.
when was the last
I don't think
time
he
you
knew
felt
about... No, I think he did.
misunderstood?
Today, right now...
Okay.
No, don't write that.
I'm not gonna
Oh,
write
okay.
that.
She went down to write it, guys. It was heck of funny.
I'm gonna get... Should I? Can I leave? Are you gonna keep them intrigued?
What? What?
Should I go get the match things? Are you
No,
going to
no. I liked how you said you had an idea for those and weren't using them until later.
Oh.
I said I enjoyed
You
that.
like something that I did?
Well, actually,
Can I clap like that lady? No, but I
when you have actual thoughts and plans that you think through.
Shapes and colors.
Shapes and colors. I usually.
I love that
always
you say that as if I
don't
have
usually
thoughts.
Well,
no thoughts, just
I
vibes.
well, I think you know what I'm saying when I say that, and I think if you elaborate on
But
it rather
it
than just
sounds bad.
Well, yeah, but you're not upset about it, and if you maybe instead of
You're telling me how I feel?
yes, rather than it on live, like you maybe explain.
Sorry?
So basically,
I literally, something's wrong with me today.
exactly. See, so she would concur with what I'm talking about.
Your hair is so cute today.
Oh, thank you.
So soft.
I actually did it today. I don't do my hair very often. I don't have much of it. I do my beard all the time, and I have much of it. I don't have my hair very often because I don't have much of it.
You kind of still have a ton, bro.
Well, but it's
just
thin in the front,
just
which
on the top, but a
annoys
very
me.
small section. You still have
Yeah, but it looks bad. Come on. Come on.
I mean,
Oh.
no, it doesn't look bad, but I know
I'm leaving.
what you're saying.
No, honestly, no.
You attacking me all night.
But I
was the
haven't
one
been.
thing.
No, I haven't been. I have been agreeing with some of the decisions that you've made to do on live weren't great ones. When you were saying yourself that you were being crazy, you literally just said a second ago, "I'm so crazy tonight. Everything's crazy." So I'm just agreeing with you. But anyway,
I just thought of those
gaslighting. What?
I just thought of all those memes that make fun of girls that are like, "Oh, I'm just so crazy," and they're doing like totally normal stuff, and they're like trying to pretend they're special.
Esther, you are in a crazy mood right now. What were we talking about?
Look at these palettes. Why does one look so musty and crusty, and one looks
One's a
nice
lot older
and
and
white?
one's new.
Look at that.
This one's many, many, many years old, and this one's new.
It's not the vibes. So I saw this thing on Pinterest because it was listening to my words and knew I was going to Santa Barbara. So then it popped up this thing,
You're
best
kidding.
restaurants in Santa
You're
Barbara,
kidding.
and I was like, oh really? Y'all don't want to try to be subtle
You're
and
kidding.
at least list a couple other cities? Yeah, it was literally
That's amazing.
best in Santa Barbara.
I don't
so
even think that's
saved-
necessarily a bad
So
thing.
I saved it.
Yeah,
So we
exactly.
could go, and it has this.
Can you believe my
Shimkin-
phone it listens to me and tells me things, looks at the commercials, clicks them, likes them, comments on, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm glad if it does do
Exactly.
that because
look what I did with this
wanna
hand. It
have
looks
stuff
so
that
good. Look
applies
at
to
look
me.
at this like just shape and just
Yeah, I was
hand. What?
I was watching and just hand. Nice definition.
Do you like it?
I do.
Okay.
I was watching. I was impressed.
Thank you.
Anyways, had this delicious stack of chicken burgers on the front, and
Oh
I
my-
just
What did you just say?
chicken burgers, chicken sandwiches, whatever.
Did
They
you
used
just
to
say
be-
chicken burgers?
Yes, they literally, whatever. My mom used to call them that. We'd get like beef burger
Is it-
thingies from Costco, and then she'd get one that's chicken, and we would call them chicken burgers.
Okay, now here's the thing.
I get clowned for all this stuff that my mom used to say that I say now because my mom said it, and it's super annoying.
I screwed it up, by the way. So,
Just like calling the yellow lights orange. 'Cause she would
oh
call them
my
orange.
gosh, Esther will look up at the traffic light as I'm coming up to, and she's like, "Slow down, it's orange," and I leap
It
through the
does
window. I
look
leap through the window,
orange.
and we both die in
I'm
that
aware
exact
that it's
instant.
yellow. It looks kind of orange, and my mom used to call it.
I was gonna say something. Oh, okay. The McChicken from McDonald's is a chicken burger. Okay, it's in the shape of a patty. I know exactly what you're talking about. The thing you get from Costco. Well, it's not. They call it a chicken sandwich still, but I'm agreeing with you. That I would call a chicken burger. They took chicken, They ground it up, they shaped it into a patty, it's flat, they bread it, and then they cook it. That is a chicken burger, or should be called a chicken burger. And that's what you're referring to, right? Because that's what you get from Costco. Now, a chicken sandwich is anything that's good. Yeah, it's phenomenal. A chicken sandwich is anything that's good, like something from Chick-fil-A, something from Popeyes. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Good.
It's not shaped.
Yes, I used to not like
it's just a piece
sandwiches,
of chicken.
I was gonna say, and now I do, and they're fantastic. So, there you have it.
I messed up the hand. That's the thing. When you do like a little one-stroke thing that turns out really good, you just have to get out and stop touching it, and I'm not very good at that. I know I can bring it back to where it looks good again, but it just sometimes in watercolor you do this one stroke and it just like looks exactly what it's supposed to, especially on paintings, this size. That's the other thing. So if you're doing a really large painting, it's easy to get more details in it, okay? Bigger painting, easier the details, okay? When you're doing a small painting like this, oftentimes actually the quicker you can show the detail. Oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry.
I am sorry, guys. You couldn't. It was so shaky. It's still so shaky. I can't even believe it. It was like an earthquake just happened.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. She just yells
Whenever
out.
I'm having a good time on the live, George is like, "This is horrible."
You know, that's so untrue. That's what happens. That's so unfair. Every time. Every time.
I didn't say every time.
You did. You said all the time.
Nope, I said whenever.
Whenever I'm having a good time. That's every time. Every time we've had a good time, you're saying. That's what that would mean. What?
Nothing. I'm about to make a list of things.
I wish Esther would do stuff on the live that we're supposed to do. Like we're painting and she just will not paint
I will
with
not
me.
explain to you again. Stop speaking.
But that's not a good reason. Paint something else.
No.
This is too good.
This is too good. Let me get the bill. Per?
I'm gonna take a humongous bite. Is that what he says?
No! Let me get a huge bite.
Let me get a huge bite. This little
And
kid
he's
that
eating
does
a chicken sandwich.
this little kid that does mukbangs with his dad. And he's like, let me get a huge bite. And Esther just says that all the time. Never takes a huge bite. Never says it while we're eating. Just says it. Let me get a huge bite. Show this. This guy has a bracelet on, and it's actually gonna help how my hand looks here. Not my hand, but the hand in the painting. She doesn't have jury. I love when people say it like that. Jury. Let's see. I still feel bad about the guy that actually asked a question and then...
We answered it.
Yeah, but not in time and he didn't see it.
Well. That's life.
I know, but I feel bad about it. Yeah, because this is like a very, very small brush. Like, here's my hand compared to the painting. So just so you can, like, see, like, the face is, like, the size of my fingernail. So I'm way zoomed up on it, but the details are, when you're zoomed out, it looks... It's an impression. You see where his eye would be, but there's not an actual eye.
Cool
Yes,
story,
Esther?
bro. I want to sing some songs.
Let's do it right now.
Let's not do it right now, but let's
Okay.
do it after.
Oh, no.
I thought we're not even allowed to sing different songs on here anyway.
It depends. Yeah, I'll sing with you now, but I won't sing with you after.
See how if it's not for something
go
like
ahead.
this, you just won't do it for our own enjoyment?
No, but it's because you purposely won't do it now. And the whole reason that she's talking about singing is she's been talking about wanting to sing on the worship team.
No, I just want to sing.
No, but wait a
because I
second.
like to
But wait a
sing.
second. You know what I'm saying is true, so let me finish.
I told them
She's
I
been
want
wanting
to, and
sing.
now I wait.
She's been wanting to sing on the worship team, but the biggest part about it is that she's nervous about doing it. So she's just kind of mentioned it, and then is purposely waiting and hoping that
well,
they're not going
should
to
we
mention
not
it. But,
do it here,
but
where
wait,
I'm
but
going to
wait,
be more comfortable,
but wait,
so I can
but wait.
prep?
So a good thing would be to try to just sing something on the live to get used to like a little bit.
I
of-
literally sing like every other word that I say on here.
I know. So let's actually sing something since it's definitely not an actual stressor for you. and then you'll see.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm saying because you just said yourself, I literally sing every other word I said. So that was in reply to what you said. You're right. You sing all the time, and you sing very well. So, I just painted way outside the frame. A really dark color. You know what? I'm just going to include that. Wow, no, it's a little too wide.
Where?
A little too out of the way. It's not a big deal.
Anyways, that's dumb of you to say.
How so?
That it's not a stressor when it's
No.
obviously a huge...
No, on the live. You just said yourself, I sing every other word. So that was in reply to that.
Yes.
I'm saying
Can you not see that just singing casually and then being
but then
like, oh, sing this now?
Sure, but then why did you say it like that?
What?
Why did you say it right then? I said, well, then you should sing on the live. And you got to sing every other word. Okay, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So let's hear it. Sing a song. And you always sing over these. No. See, so it's you just trying to be difficult.
I'm telling you, that is what makes it difficult.
What? To pick a song and sing it? Go ahead.
No, I'll be singing like in public, and then my sister was trying something on in a fitting room, and I was singing because I thought nobody was in there, and this lady busts out of the room so dang aggressively. I thought that was the radio. That's so beautiful. Keep going. I'm like, well, I definitely won't now that you're
This is a phenomenal
standing
story.
right here.
Now that I like. That's a good that's a good thing to say.
And then at Hobby Lobby, I would like not consciously sing as I checked people out or just hum, and they would be like, that's just so wonderful. Don't stop though. Now that I've said that, and I'm like, okay, but now it's weird.
Let's think about it.
But I try to actually not stop, because then it's like,
right, exactly.
they literally say, I like that and don't stop, but then
that's what I was just
really
going to ask.
Stop,
if you really stopped right then, are they more in the wrong for calling you out, or are you in the wrong for them stopping? No one's in the wrong, really. I'm asking you your opinion. Can you grab me that drink?
I don't think anybody would be in the wrong.
No, but like you said,
I
you
think it
try
would
to
be fine
keep
for me
singing.
to stop, because then it's like, oh, now you've brought attention to it, and it's kind of weird. And it would
But like you said, you tried to keep singing. So technically in your mind, there is a little thought of, okay, well, if I stop now, that's a fault on my part. So clearly you have that thought a little bit.
Anyways, we were talking about passions the other night.
Were we? Oh,
and that's definitely one of mine, but
singing.
It's a struggle because it's so difficult to do on command and in front of people. So But a passion and a gift that you keep just to yourself, is that really the best use for it?
I mean, I would say no, it's not.
Exactly.
If you're asking me.
And then
but I'm afraid to give
a
my
while
opinion,
ago
because
at my Bible study, they were talking about gifts and how we should use whatever we're given. And one lady was like, yeah, for like example, if you're a good singer and you're not using that in any way, you should use it. And I was like,
wow.
Definitely couldn't be me.
Is that how you work?
No, I didn't say anything.
Esther threw up in the girl's face.
Which is funny, but that's just me. So I didn't say anything in the group. But I did talk to my group leader after, and I told her that. And she was like, oh, you better do something with that. And, like,
and she has not.
No, I did.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't. Okay. You talked about it, but you haven't done it. You haven't tried singing. You're there every day. You haven't gone up on the stage, grabbed a microphone, sang for yourself while no one's in there. There's been no effort towards wanting to do it. Because that's what I did, by the way.
Because I don't want to do it, but I do want to do it.
Oh, the crux of the conversation here. You don't want to do it.
And then I literally instantly said after it, but I do want to do it. But I said I'm
By the way, yes, when I wanted to sing and stuff, I would turn on all the sound system and all the stuff, and I would just sing in there by myself to prepare.
Good for you. Do I know how to do any of that stuff and not look weird if somebody just walked in and I was using all the stuff? No.
Good for you. That was funny.
Good for you. You look happy and healthy.
So they're standing in water.
I want to smack on the table, but somebody will yell at me.
I think you shouldn't. Yeah, I don't think it's about me yelling. It's like doing something illegal and then being mad that someone caught you.
Which is definitely something you would do.
Wow, what? Just coming out the blue? What do you mean?
I hate when people are like that, but I feel like if you get pulled over, you're going to be like, oh, stupid ticket.
Oh, pulled over. Oh, like if I'm driving fast or something?
If I get pulled over, I'm like, give me the ticket. Don't care.
Yeah, but they let you
something
go.
I wasn't supposed to,
often.
so go ahead. can't be mad.
Oh. And
If I'm mad at myself. I'm not like,
Oh.
oh, these stupid officers just
I've never said that. Oh my goodness, no.
No, never. But I just feel like you would be.
Oh, I thought you were calling me out for having said that.
No, but
Oh, yeah.
I feel like you might say that, but you've never been pulled over.
Yeah, I have. Oh, yeah.
Long time ago. Just so annoying because I drive like a grandma and I've been pulled over many times.
Oh, yeah. Well,
You
yeah.
drive
Well,
like a psycho.
Well, I don't. Here's the thing.
No, you really actually don't drive crazy.
Correct.
Much young men drive a lot.
Yes, a lot
more
crazy.
reckless
Here's the
than
thing.
you would.
I'm a good driver, but I like to have fun when I drive. So the
But
thing
you,
is,
like,
is
almost never do drastic stuff, and you're usually only going like 5 over the speed limit because when you do the Tesla, that's what it lets you do.
correct.
But you're just so
I'm
not
extremely.
focused on everything that you do.
I'm extremely. I'm a multitasker to a very high.
Yes, but then sometimes you get like locked in on something and you're like, only this.
But that's
Which I have a very hard time
but that's
focusing on a lot of
projects.
things.
That's totally different than multitasking.
Do you think this is a good quality, and do you think you should be trying to improve it?
What? Multitasking? Yes.
No, that's
Oh.
you're very easily distracted and can't focus on things.
Oh, things? No. Driving? Are we talking about driving? Specifically? What are we talking about?
Your focus.
Oh, focus? I mean, look at me right now. I'm painting a whole painting. I don't know what you mean. You must be having a specific thing that you're talking about that you're not mentioning or something.
I am.
All right,
I
so
wasn't
let's
sure
hear
if
it.
You would like me to mention, but
Oh,
like
it's totally up to you.
when
I
you
don't-
sit
that's
in
up to you.
church, I feel like you're fidgeting all the time. You're
Yes,
picking up
always
your phone
fidgeting.
and looking at not like social media or something, which you shouldn't be doing. In my mind, you should just be sitting and listening, and I'm great at doing that. So easy for me to say, but I just am constantly telling you, and I feel like you don't care to hear
so
it
we went from the
or
driving
try
to something else.
Change it, so I'm like,
We went from the driving to something else, which is fine. But I thought you were talking about the driving, but now you're talking about.
I
so,
am that as well. You're
Oh.
super distracted when you're driving. You're always like, oh, let me put a song on.
Yeah,
let
but
me
I
do
haven't
this,
gotten
let me
it-
do
but I
that.
haven't gotten in
Let me
a
reply to
wreck.
this message, and I'm like, okay, how you gonna feel when you get in a wreck, which it will happen, and you were doing something like that? You're gonna be like, oh, if I did just not, because so many things have happened that you were. That's always how your mind thinks. You're like, oh, if I had just done this, if I just didn't do that, then
So
this
let's-
would have happened.
but let's
so
go
I'm
to
trying
each-
to tell you beforehand, and
Sure,
you're gonna
sure.
know in your mind, oh, she told me a million trillion times. I went to do this message, and now I'm in a wreck.
Let's talk about
Maybe
each
you
thing.
won't think
So-
that because the wreck will kill you. So get your act together.
Oh my gosh. So first, I think you first mentioned the church thing. So first of all,
Well, I actually first mentioned the driving, and then I jumped ship, but it was
true.
It's the same thing
The,
for both.
the church thing, it is difficult, but it's unfair the way she's phrasing it because I get the church service itself starts at like 9:30 and I get there at about 7 some days, not
And
every time.
sometimes you don't.
Most often very early. No. Most often slightly early, like an 8 or an 8:30, an hour before, and then sometimes depending on what's going on, I'm getting there quite a bit earlier, an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then by the time I've been there for so many hours, yes, I am easily distracted. But then she comes rolling in, 5 minutes late, and then it's like I've paid attention the whole time. But it's like, well, you've only been here for an hour, though. I've been here for now 3.
I've been getting there on time.
Only
First of
recently,
all.
though. Only recently. Which is fine. I'm not like pointing fingers. I'm
Okay.
just having a conversation per the conversation that you started. I'm not upset. I'm just. What?
Anyways,
Wait, you're not going to comment on what I just said? I'm clearly happy and fine with you bringing up things that I'm doing, and I said yes. I'm easily distracted.
no, but you're just saying,
I can work on
oh,
that.
I get there
should.
early, so it's hard to focus. Bam.
Well, yes, I totally
So you
believe
just
that.
are not going to focus then.
No,
And you're not
I
gonna try.
actually said before that I am easily focused and shouldn't do that. That's actually the first thing that I said.
'Cause this has been something that I've been trying to tell you for
sure.
many times.
No, not many times.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I mean that's an opinion.
I could say
or how long
with
it's
99% surety that every single Sunday you get on your phone at least once, and I always tell you to get off.
been.
So that is
Sure, that happens, yeah. But well, yeah.
And if you were trying to improve it, you would just put your phone on the floor or something, and you don't. And I have to literally take it from you, and you will still try and get it back. And then if you're not on your phone, you're poking me, you're pinching me, you're doing something that is completely and utterly not focused. And not only is it not focused, you're now trying to distract me.
No, that's fine. I mean, yeah, I don't completely agree with your setup to it or how you're defining it.
It's not that drastic every single time, but
no, it's fine. We can talk. It's no issue. I just
almost every single time it is something that you're not focusing.
Sure, but I feel like it's a little, and sure it'll sound bad on the live, but we've had the conversation many times. Like we just started with how you've been wanting to sing on the worship team, you want to do these things, and you haven't tried or worked on it in 2-3 years, and I've been doing that, going in, doing all the serving in the morning, helping out a bunch, and then sometimes during the service I don't pay attention the whole time, and you're like, why haven't you fixed that yet? But yet it's been years and years you've wanted to do the worship team. You did it maybe twice and then quit, but now you're quickly like, you haven't changed that at all in a couple months or something.
No. Yours has been years and years as well, and I've been commenting on it for years and years.
No, not years and years, because
yes.
First of all, I've only been married 3, and second of all, I went to the church.
So we've been going to the church together for longer than we've been married. And I very much dislike when I'm saying something.
Right, I know. That's what I knew.
About you, and you reply with, "You do this."
Well, first of all,
not what we're talking about.
First of all, I didn't.
We're talking about.
First of all, I didn't reply with that.
Problem.
I replied with, "Yes, I am distracted, and I should work on that." That's actually my reply. I've said that 3 times now.
Roll the tapes.
Yeah, we can. I said it 30 times now. But then it's only fair because you're saying, why haven't you worked on this yet? And so I do get to have a reply. You don't have to like it, but I do get to have a reply of, well, if you're going to be... And of course, first I said, yes, that is something that I want to work on. And we've talked about it many times.
Here's another major difference. The singing in front of people and on a stage and with a microphone gives me extreme anxiety.
Okay, roll the tapes again.
Does focusing give you extreme anxiety?
Sitting there and doing nothing, extreme anxiety. 100. I mean, it's funny because we literally... I
would not say extreme.
We literally started...
And you should not say that now that you have experienced extreme anxiety.
I am. I feel like I have to get up. I feel like I have to walk out. 100%. 100%. Okay. We literally started the podcast with that. When I am sitting and doing nothing or just listening. Yeah, sure. So many words I could use to define it. Fidgety, you used one of them. So many words I could use to define it. No, I'm not saying. Again, I said from the beginning as well.
And I'm not saying you can't fidget because I
shouldn't just.
My leg all the time and stuff. That is fine.
I'm not saying to just be okay with that. And now it's like, oh, yay, I'm not good at focusing, so I'm not going to work on it. No, I don't think that way either. And of course, my first reply was, I need to work on that, and that I.
But it wasn't. You say, oh, I got here this many hours earlier. I'm doing X, Y, Z.
No. That was like 10 minutes after.
And then it's that.
No, my first thing was, yes, I don't pay attention very well. That's the first thing that I said.
Okay. But then you jump to
then I just went...
Why? But then when I say, oh, singing gives me anxiety, then it's like, oh, but you need to just do it.
No, that counts.
That's a good thing?
No, that counts. That counts for... That's a great reason. I never said it was a bad reason. That's a great reason.
Are you way overworking that because we're talking, or...?
No, it wasn't right yet. It's water, so I'm blending it out. Oh. Yeah, no, it's looking... I like it. You don't like it?
I do. It just seems like you're spending a lot of time on it.
It's a different type of background than what we usually do. It takes more time.
Okay.
So no, that's definitely an ongoing thing because it's not just she's bringing up the church one specifically because that's something that we talked about recently, but that just simply being still and paying attention in general is a common thread through so many things. So that's why.
Exactly, and the driving one is another big one that super bothers me because. It's dangerous. Super dangerous, and not only is it just you could harm yourself, you could hurt somebody else.
In your estimation, it's really dangerous.
No, and I hate when you say that even more. If you're doing something other than focusing on driving, it's dangerous. Period.
In some degree, but then we can go over.
You can't say, but I'm just a multitasker, so I can text and drive. No, you're looking away from the road equals dangerous.
First of all, not
opinion.
I wasn't talking about the. About a specificity, which we don't necessarily need to talk about right this moment. But what I'm saying is that we can go off of how many days have I driven, how many issues has there been. It's not dangerous, and
Not true.
Are some of the things dangerous? Sure. There's things you've done while you're driving that's dangerous. There's things 100 people have done. So I'm not going to sit here and say I haven't done something dangerous while driving. But you said yourself that I wasn't a dangerous driver.
You are saying something that is plainly dangerous is not dangerous. And you would not say that for everyone. You would say, oh, it's dangerous if you do it, but it's not for me.
Well, I would say
And
it's
that's
very
just not
dangerous if
true.
you drove fast. I'd also say it's very dangerous if you drive at night. Because you simply can't see. So yes, 100%. Someone that has an issue with driving, it's much more dangerous for them to drive than you or me. Someone who has a clear issue with driving. So yeah, 100%. There's things that are issues and difficulties and dangerous for some people
because
and
then
not
you
others.
can apply that to if you cannot see, it's dangerous to drive. Period. So that's for everybody. It's just you can see, so it's not an issue for you. But if you couldn't, if you had one blurry eye, it would also be an issue for you.
Sure, but I don't.
Yes, but
Okay.
it is driving while not being able to see clear, dangerous for everyone in all cases.
Yes.
So, you're saying the opposite. You're saying, I can
Not
do
for
this
seeing.
thing and it's okay. If you do it, it's dangerous. Which in certain different things, that could make sense. But it doesn't for this. Do you understand?
I see what you're saying. I don't have to agree with it, though, but I understand where you're coming from. Does that bother you if I don't agree with it?
Yes, because I just think it's wrong.
Oh, okay. So I did the little water piece. It looks a little strange on live. When it dries, I'll hold it up farther away with a bright light right on it. It looks like super contrasty. I can actually... It's funny because I have a setting that makes it more contrasted.
My lips have been so dry and
And I
I'm
can
dehydrated
take
and
that
I'm
off.
not sure why. Can I have that lip balm?
That's more how it looks. It's just this looks worse on the face. Yeah, but then them up there is... Anyway, colors and how they get recreated and
colors.
redone on different
I have
cameras and all
the
these different things and even different
lip
apps and things.
balm,
And so what happens here is that now the blue looks how it does in real life, but they look super pale and washed out. And so that's what's weird. But this right now, I'm looking at the screen and back and forth between the screen and the painting. That looks like much more like the painting. It's
I feel like
little
it
ripples
looks
in
good
the
on
water.
both to me.
Well, I just changed it.
Oh.
And so when I go back to the way it was and the way that looks good for the face, which is this one, it's really stark. But anyway, I'm gonna go back to this. But now I have to switch that back because I had it on a specific setting and there isn't just like
It's only
an
8:40?
undo button.
Let's go.
So this one is done. I really like how it turned out. I like that.
Did you sign it?
Water. No, I need to sign. I like that water in the background. It looks cool. Not one we do as often. They're standing in water in the picture, so that's kind of the idea.
May
of why we
I
did that.
have that lip balm?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Oh, this is mine.
I like the idea of
George's
these
Bees.
because they're all a bunch of nice sounding flavors, but I despise flavored lip balm.
Oh, shoot.
And my normal one is just outside the door and I should go get it, but I'm not going to.
Let me put the camera back to where it's supposed to be set to 33, 73, 25. 33.
Oh, my lips are so dry. Feels horrible. But it's also kind of like a habit now to just gently rub them together so I can feel all the little hard, dry
Yes.
bits.
It
And then I'm
becomes
like,
yeah.
If I put lip balm on, I won't feel that.
All right, so there is that. And I will, of course, I'll just go ahead and sign it right now so I don't. That's always the worst. I'm like, oh, I'm done with this painting.
Tomorrow.
It's like, oh, I'm done with this painting, and then we'll be going to ship it or take pictures of it, or whatever, and then there's no signature, and it's like, well, it's not really done, and I have a tendency to get really close to finishing something, and then be like, oh, I'm done, and there's clearly, and I even know there's something not done with it, and I'm just like, oh, I'm done. What?
My lips.
Oh.
Super bothering me. And you also need to finish that one, so I can ship that one tomorrow too. Okay, those must just be different colors. That's way too drastic of a difference to just be dirty.
Why?
Oh no, because the bottom's the same.
And now, we have this one,
It just needs tattoos, I think. Oh, sorry.
which turned out really cool as well. And again,
I
it
love
looks
that
a
one.
little.
That's beautiful.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
This one again looks a little bit funny on the live, and you guys are probably annoyed hearing that. Like, dude, why would you have the live set out to where it looks weird? Well, it's it's hard to have it perfectly set for everything, but this background, that is more what it looks like once I got it holding it close. It's the blue here is colored pencil. Kind of had like this cool fabric-y look, and then we painted stars on top of it, and I really like how it turned out. But on the live, when it's far away, it gets like all pixelated and it looks like all these little tiny dots, and it's just not what it looks like when you look right on it. So I'm gonna do her tattoo here, which is quite a fun thing to do in watercolor most times. So let's see what we got. Yeah, that'll be fun, because you get, again, it's an impression of what you're seeing there. So I definitely have a picture of the tattoo right here in front of me, but it's, you don't do it exactly.
You're saying tattoo as if it's one and it's an entire sleeve.
Oh, that's how people say it though. Like my tattoo. When it's a sleeve, yeah. When it's not a connected one, they go my tattoo's up. But they just say, look at my tattoo. When it's a sleeve. Really? No, maybe. I don't know. I don't have any tattoos. Maybe I shouldn't speak on this subject. Do you have tattoos? No. She doesn't either. Neither of us have any tattoos. Tattoos. They're always like slightly green. Black tattoos are like, I don't know. Is that a good thing or bad? I don't know. I'm not saying it. Well, look. This is a green. This is a green color. Without a doubt.
Just in photos.
Oh, sure. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying what I see. What did Esther say before? I'm calling it as I see it or something.
I call them as I see them.
Yeah.
I feel like if I got a tattoo, I would just
There's nothing I like enough to know that it's
think
gonna
of a white canvas and then like one thing on
and
it.
then add a bunch more. Or,
Either that or just that one thing. I'd be like, it's not a perfect canvas anymore. There's a thing on it.
Whoa.
And even if it's like a
They're gonna be mad.
pretty thing. For myself, I love looking at people's tattoos.
Really?
I think they look epic. Obviously, it depends if they're ones that I like, but
Wow.
what?
I just upset a lot of people.
Why? They don't get them from me.
No. No. Not actually. I was not. I wasn't. Not actually. But yeah, I would want to change them.
And lots of people with tattoos say that.
I would legit do those tattoos if it wasn't so, well, it's my opinion, but it would cringe, like, oh, this tattoo stays on for 3 months or whatever. I know, right? This tattoo stays on for 3 months. You can put it on and then change it.
Yeah, and then, but they don't tell you for those 2-second months it looks like trash because it's half faded. The temporary
you just offended a lot of people.
No. Because it's wearing off, so it's gonna look bad for half the time.
It looks really good maybe for a certain. Well, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they do last really long. But the other thing is, it would just be weird. Then someone says, "Is it a tattoo?" And then what do you say? Yes or no? And then if you say yes, and then it's gone. I mean, I don't know. It just seems like this is a.
Yeah, and if someone's like, "Nice tat," you're like, "Oh, it's a."
And then you can.
It'd be pretty simple to say, "Oh, thanks, it's temporary."
Yeah. And then I guess you could do you could change them and do different pieces of artwork. I do, like I said, I like the idea of that, but I don't know. It seems like I'm someone who is insecure about getting a tattoo but wants one. And so I get these fake ones, and then it's like, dude, if you don't want a tattoo, you can't get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not, that's how I feel about it. I would just be like, well, I kind of want one, I kind of don't. I'm not confident enough to go get one, so I get this halfway one, and then it's just, I think both people with tattoos will be like, wow, and people without tattoos will be like, wow. I feel like you would get no, and then it's like, well, who are you doing it for? And you get into all these. If you want one, just get it. I don't know. I know people with tattoos that I was surprised that they got them. I know people with tons of tattoos, no tattoos. It's just, I don't know. It's an interesting thing. It's kind of polarizing. It's a polarizing thing for a lot of people, tattoos. People have a lot of preconceived ideas and thoughts about people that have tattoos. Good or bad. I know people that are like, oh, people with tattoos are epic, Like it's just a preconceived thing,
Yeah.
not good or
Most-
bad. It's just
I
you
feel
have
like
you have
most
this opinion about them
preconceived
quickly.
Anything is just not great.
Depends, yeah, but
Right?
sure. No, I hear what you're. No, but that's why I said it. I wasn't even saying people see tattoos and they're like that's bad. Some people think that, but I also know people that they're like people with tattoos. They're awesome. It's just like, well, wait a second, you don't even know
Exactly
them.
what I'm saying. So it's
Yeah.
bad on both
Yes,
ways.
I'm
if
agreeing
you
with you.
see something and just automatically
Yes,
put something on someone,
I agree with that.
you don't know about it.
Yes, I am all for getting to know the person. People that have completely different views than me, I don't treat them any different unless, that view is, okay, we can obviously take this some point. If someone is hurting people, right, and you see them doing it, you don't need to go talk to that person and have some, I need to get to know them first.
It's still wrong.
No.
If someone's hurting someone and you're like, oh, how dare you do that? And you didn't see that they first punched him in the face and they're defending
Okay, that's
themselves.
That's different. I see what you're saying, and I like that you're defining it there. But I'm saying something that's clear. And I guess you're saying it's how can you be 100% clear? And I think that's an interesting...
Unless they were both standing there, you saw from the beginning, and then
What if
they
that
just
person's been
blatantly
abusing them
they
for a
blatantly
long
hit him with
time?
no.
What if that person's been
thing
abusing them for a
then.
long time and you didn't see any of that, and then that was a build-up?
See, you never know.
So anyway, that's a difficult one. If there's something happening and it's blatant in some way, and I am sure you have to
Shouldn't
figure out for
have
yourself.
too many. If not any, I don't want to
Preconceived.
say any because
Right,
there's
that's
probably a instance where
Yeah, isn't that
it
funny?
would work, but you shouldn't have preconceived ideas of people, and be willing to change your
thought
thoughts
on
with
it.
new.
Yeah, but
new
then see, people might
evidence
say,
or
well, you're just a
facts or
pushover, and you're
arguments.
not you're not convicted. You don't have your own. You don't.
But that's dumb because you think you're right about everything.
No,
If
I'm
you-
not saying
if-
you're wrong, and I'm not saying I don't agree with you.
If somebody
I think I
doesn't
do agree
change
with you. On
any
that.
of their opinions once they have them, then they just think they know everything.
Oh yeah, one of my
'Cause they
favorite.
think, nope,
oh, yeah.
I have all the right answers, so
Yeah,
I
there
don't
was
want to
this-
listen
there
to
was
your
this
arguments.
meme,
And it's
what-
like, really, you think you're the one
Yes.
that knows everything about everything?
There was this meme that I really liked, and it said, "Normalize changing your opinion when you get new information." Like, please make that a norm.
And tons
And
of people just for pride's sake.
Yes.
And that's so dumb.
Yes, and I agree.
But you can also be way on the other end,
I
which
do agree
I
with that.
have been in the past, where it's like
You'll just change your
somebody
opinion
says
for
something
anybody.
and I'm like, oh, you're right. Somebody says the opposite and I'm like, wait,
yeah,
but
to-
you
yeah.
both must be right.
Yes, you have to have
This
some
makes
sort
sense.
of yes.
So
You have to have some sort of your own convictions that you hold to, that mean something to you, that you uphold.
this looks fantastic.
You like that one? And again, it comes down to the specific situation. So some of the things that we've been saying are generalizations
you
that
missed
we
a
would
spot though.
of.
You didn't do. There's only one layer on her back arm.
I don't think so. Let me check. Oh, that part. Yeah, you're right. Good catch. That's what's also great about us both working on them. This little thing, I would have never seen that. Oh, she does have some tattoos on her other arm. Yeah, we're making somewhat generalized statements on a few of the things, and of course, take it with a grain of salt. But these are still our opinions, which we're entitled to. But what I'm getting at is like each situation comes up. There's some things that I'm very convicted on that I wouldn't change my opinion on. I would still talk to someone with the opposite opinion, and that I think is always true. This I think is always true. You should be open to sitting down and having a conversation with said person about whatever. I think the person is much more important than the again, that's a little bit of a generalization again, but in many circumstances where most people are like, you know what, you have this different opinion than me, I'm simply not going to interact or talk with you. I would say in most situations you should still interact and talk with that person and be able to get to a point of agreeing to disagree. And maybe they're not willing to do that, so you're not able to do that with them. But I'm saying both people would need to be able to. Is what I'm getting at. These tattoos came along well, and again, you can just kind of get the general. You can see a couple flowers in there. You can see a general area where she had a much thicker, like blackout area, like where I'm painting right now. And it's just a general idea of the shapes. And there we go. Alright, this one's looking good. You know, I didn't really do his shoe. It goes behind her, though. It's just barely there, so I do have to put it in. I do need to put it in, but it's just literally going to be a shape. And it's just pitch black. Everything this guy's wearing is just dark. So I just need to put the shape of the shoe in.
Tattoos are just so interesting, and how people do so differently. Some people get like 2 and they're like, that's what I really wanted, done.
Right.
And then I'm like, how could you not then just continuously think of new ones to get?
Exactly.
Though?
Well, and
then for those people, it's like, when do they stop?
Yeah. And again, that's my comment of like, no matter what you think about tattoos, they're a very intriguing, interesting thing. Good or bad or indifferent, they intrigue people a lot. It's something that can't be changed. It's something that you make a decision on at some stage in your life, and odds are that stage is going to change. You know, well, definitely that stage is going to change in some way. And it's like, now you have this thing, and some people are like, that's exactly why I got it, to remember this time. And it's like, well, you know. So anyway, very interesting.
Then you have people who get stuff and then go through
regret
the
it later and
long
then get rid of
process of trying to get rid of it. And
Yep.
It's like, whew.
And then the process of getting rid of it became a business. There's businesses of getting rid of the like.
And
it's
then
just
covering up.
Yep,
tattoos.
cover-ups. Yeah. Oh, she has this like whole other set of a very detailed little like half moon thing down here on her arm.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't do that at all. So let's get that idea in there.
Oh, we should have brought our little the figures you got.
Oh yeah, I got these fun little
Demon Slayer figure guys.
Little anime
so cute.
characters. So we're almost done.
I don't know where to put them though. I'm about to circulate all the decor.
Well, those are just kind of fun. Those will generally be
Yeah,
not
but
hidden, but those will generally probably be up in this room or just moved around.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't match with our.
True, but I have some of that kind of stuff down there
Yeah,
already.
but most
in a
of it
certain
still
spot.
fits with the studio. Okay, supposedly you can
Studio Ghibli.
supposedly you can say it either way, and supposedly both ways are right. But supposedly the real way is Ghibli. But I've said it Ghibli my whole life, so I call it
That just
Studio
sounds
Ghibli.
more
Well,
pleasing.
only because we've said it that way.
No, Ghibli, giblets. That does not sound like something.
Oh dang! So you're saying people that find the other way better are wrong?
I'm just saying those people are probably the people that like to say GIF
Wait, but
instead
Ghibli.
of GIF.
Yeah, we say GIF. Yeah. And GIF is the correct way. Oof, I think so.
Those things, those two, obviously it seems like it's kind of half and half, so it's like whatever if you say it either way.
Exactly.
Some people just say things straight up completely wrong, and
Right, and they're
nobody
okay with
else
that.
says it like that, and I'm like, how do you live with yourself?
Yeah, I feel like
And how do you think that that's correct when you
I
don't hear
went to-
anybody else in the world say it like
I had
that?
I had a meeting with
Super
someone,
bothersome.
and the first thing I asked before I went in to meet the person was if I was pronouncing her name correctly, because I feel like that's important. I didn't want to say it wrong and just get off on
Despise
the
when
wrong.
people just say either way, and I'm like, no, you have a name
Wait,
and it's pronounced
no.
one way. Tell me.
People have said that to you about
Multiple
their name.
people at Hobby Lobby, I'd be like, is it this or that? And they'd be like, whatever you'd like. And I'm like,
You're
no.
kidding.
What is your name?
You're kidding. You've got to be kidding.
And they say that because they probably heard it their whole life. They've been called
They just don't care
many
anymore?
different things, and they're just like, whatever, because they don't want to continuously correct everybody.
Wow,
But if somebody's straight up asking you how to say it the way that you want,
Just tell them.
just tell them.
You've got to be kidding. Well, and I keep saying you've got to be kidding, but I had someone that literally said I could call them 2 different names and wouldn't tell me which one they preferred. And I was like, come on. Actually, though, I get that sometimes too, because my whole life I was called Curtis.
But you tell people, I prefer George
Yes.
now, but you don't tell them, don't call me Curtis, but you just say that you prefer George, because more
I
people
actually
call
don't
you
even say
George
I
now.
prefer George. I don't even say that. But I say I go by George.
But I've heard.
And also, it's not really an issue much anymore. It doesn't come up.
Yeah.
Usually you call people by their first name. My family
There's a couple of
decided.
people that call you, like, split both, and I think that's super weird.
George Curtis?
No.
Oh.
They call you George sometimes, and they
Or
call you
Curtis.
Curtis sometimes.
Because, by the way,
It's
what
like,
do I
what?
prefer? Both of them together.
George. George Curtis.
And people say that. Like, when people ask me what do you prefer, I say I actually like both. And those people continue to, when they see me, say both together, and it makes me happy. I have to say, like because you don't usually call someone two names, and I don't know. I feel like they're like George Curtis, and I'm like, yes. And then they make jokes about how your mom will say your first and second name if she's mad at you. So I just like to think people are mad at me.
He's like, oh.
Yeah, I just found that funny.
That's kind of cool though, because I feel like middle names are such a waste.
I know.
It's like a conversation
Yes.
thingy and like a get to know you, but it's like, what's the point?
And then the even
of a
worse
middle
part,
name,
and then
honestly? And it's like, oh, put your middle name after this family member, and it's like, so what?
And
We never use it. We never hear it.
And then the even worse thing is when people like try to keep their middle name as some like special inside secret for friends. They're like, you don't know my middle name, and it's
So
like,
cringe.
oh my gosh. Oh, I think you offended a lot of people there.
Good.
Oh, you like to offend people?
No.
Oh, you don't? Why not? You don't have convictions? You don't? Oh.
No. No, I just think, whatever. I won't say what I was about to say.
Oh, dang. I'm not into offending people, but I have convictions. I have things that I believe, but I'm not necessarily going to try to force that onto somebody else. And I'm not even going to necessarily tell them that I'm right. Because, there's some people... the way I said that. I'm not even going to necessarily try to convince someone that
if you are right.
I know, exactly.
I'm not going to tell you guys that I'm right about that. Because I'm such a nice person.
In certain things that I do feel like I am correct, I'm not even necessarily going to try to convince every single person. Because there's some people that simply do not care. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to change their mind. So maybe you share it with them once or whatever, and then it's not something that you bring up all the time because it's clearly not maybe you can show them convictions you have by how you live or what you say or how you act, and it can affect them if you feel like you need to do that.
Another thought process, because I said earlier, I hate when people just think they have all the right answers and their opinions are all the right ones. But of course, because are you gonna... Like, how is that not the case? Because you're gonna
background part of her arm.
You have to believe something, so you're
Right.
gonna choose what you think is correct. So,
Right.
how can you not?
How can you
be
not?
like,
do
I
that?
have all the best because that's what you do.
How can you not have
hear
a
all these different
preconceived?
things, and then
right.
you choose what you think is
Right.
correct and you think is best. So,
And by
obviously, you then think, yes, I have all the best correct
Yeah.
stuff because that's what you're trying to get to. But the problem occurs when you don't take other people's
Thoughts into
opinions, and you're like,
consideration.
you are wrong, I'm right about everything, and let me get you to say that that's the
And
case.
even if you are right, because depending on the situation, we're here, we're doing the live stream, we're having a conversation, we're talking about thought processes, and even if there are certain things, there's certain times and places to share those things. And so a lot of times you hear us on the live and we're like, we kind of double back on, oh, well, that's my opinion, or that's my this, or that's my that. But that's to leave the door open for a conversation that we might be able to get into what, you know what I'm saying?
But then the trouble is, where's the line? Because then
Yes.
there's just certain truths, and you can't say, oh, but I just disagree with that. It's like,
Right.
no, that thing is blue.
2
You
plus
can't
2
say that
is
it's
4,
orange. It's
and we
blue.
can't have a discussion about that.
Exactly.
Right.
But it's a
And I think
difficult thing.
well, I think you have to search for that. I think everyone is searching for that line, but it is not findable. To a certain extent, because at least it is findable.
It is because
Yes,
there are certain truths that are just true,
My
but you
opinion is that it's
can't
findable. Again,
force
I'm saying
people-
exactly. That's what I'm getting to.
Even if it's true, you can't.
Even
force
if it
them
is
to
true,
believe
you
it.
can't force someone else to believe it. So the fact that you know it to be true
Even if you
doesn't.
have all the evidence to say no, this is actually the
Right.
truth, they can just say, I don't
Right.
believe that. And, it's like,
And
well,
that's what I was getting at, is even if you do have some sort of infallible truth or whatever, or something that you have, it again, it comes down to when you're sharing it and how you're sharing it and these different things. It's very, very intricate thing. All right, there we go. So now that is not just left blank. It has a shadow on it. So these two are done. They look great. Let me sign this one. I'm gonna do this one in like a little red.
That looks so cute. I love that water.
Yeah, you like that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, one more thing before I ship them. We should take some.
Yeah, we always
Pics.
take pictures.
There's so many that we've done so many, I can't even remember all of them. And sometimes I see a picture on my phone and I'm like, oh, that one.
And then you remember.
And then it makes me think of, I know there's a couple that we just rushed
Didn't take
and had to
pictures
send
of
and didn't
that
take
we've
pictures
sent, and we
of,
just
so
don't
it's
even
like,
know. Yeah, and we'll never remember or know.
Yeah, and it's something we made is hanging in someone's house and we just forgot that it existed.
So there it is. They both turned out really good. Shipping those off.
Sometimes I just think about if someone would ever get rid of it, or they just years go
Move,
by
yeah.
and ends up in like a thrift store and somebody's like, oh look, this painting.
That's funny. Here's upside down me, and here's right way me.
Nice. You bumping your mic, bro?
Bumping it doesn't do too much. Banging into it, however. See, now I'm a different shade a little bit.
Look at this. What is this?
No, I guess it's right. Alright guys, lots of talking, lots of painting, lots of things. Paintings turned out good. Hope everyone that receives their painting enjoys them. A lot of them, it's really cool. It goes to people that aren't knowing they're receiving it. We partner with wedding photographers. If you're a wedding photographer, reach.
Sunburn.
Oh yeah, I got really sunburned. Reach out to us if you're a photographer. We partner with wedding photographers. Photographers send us their photos, and we paint them. See, on different angles, then it looks much more normal. It doesn't look all like pixelated. But at certain parts, see, like right there, it gets all like grainy, and then close, a lot more of that grain goes away. It looks a little more like fabricy or textured, and then out here is where it kind of looks the best. Anyway, if you're a wedding photographer, reach out to us. The wedding photographers send us the photos, we paint them, and then their clients receive them as thank you gifts from the photographer as a surprise free thank you gift. So it's very, very exciting. And they get it after the fact, and it's a surprise. They don't know it's coming, and it's really cool. It's good marketing for the photographers. It's a certain amount of interactions with people create another sale or help them repeat and talk about your company. So you take their photos, you send them the photos, and they're like, yay, hooray! You send them the link to your photos and things. They download, they get to have them. They text you, yay, hooray! Then a few months go by and they receive a painting, and it has your name on it, and we put the logos of the photographers on there. This is our logo here. Some photographers don't choose to put their logo on it, but what most photographers do, and what you guys should do, is put your logo up there so they see your name again, the photographer. They see your logo again. It creates another connection. It creates another connection with your client, and they're much more likely to share your business and your offerings with their friends. And then, more photo shoots and more business, and so we're marketers and doing things.
7-day wear specifically.
Really? All right, guys, lots of fun. That was a long live, hour 30 minutes. Great to see you. Great to hang out. Great to talk to. Sorry, I was burping. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.